All right, good afternoon, traders. Hopefully, everyone is having a good day today. All three market indices up today. Now, before I get into the show, I really do want to thank all my subscribers. I really do appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. Now, if you're not a subscriber and you happen to be watching the show, go ahead and do so. I really do think you're going to get a lot of valuable information from my technical analysis. All right, with that, anyone who does watch the show, we are going to go over the SPY first. We are then going to go over a stock that one of our subscribers had asked me to go over, and then I will give you those three stocks that are technically setting up really nicely going into tomorrow. All right, with that, let's go into the SPY. All right, as you know, we made that 52-week high about 2 weeks ago. We were hitting that upper Bollinger Band, and I did say I was a little concerned that we were in this overbought situation, but we started trading in this really nice trading range right here. We did have that 10 SMA come up. And then on Friday, I was a little concerned that we did gap down. We did hold that midpoint Bollinger Band right there. And, and I did say from yesterday's show how we needed to either gap up above this 10 SMA to be a bullish indicator, or if we did gap down, there's a high probability that we would retest this midpoint Bollinger Band. And if that were to happen, and if that were to fail, we would probably test this 50-day moving average way down here. But luckily, we did gap up. We did close near the highs of the day. So for tomorrow, I really do think we're going to, continue this nice little run that we're on. So for tomorrow, watch those key levels. If we do happen to gap lower, watch that 10 SMA initially as some support. And then if that were to fail, again, watch this midpoint Bollinger Band. So if you are a trader, you can trade intraday. Put this up on your charts. See if you can catch this midpoint Bollinger Band right down here as some support, or that 10 SMA up here. Okay, guys, that is the SPY. All right, let's go into the one stock that one of our subscribers had asked me to go over, and that's going to be ADT. All right, so HK, I really love the setup on this. ADT is looking great. As you can see today, that 50-day moving average did just cross that 200-day moving average. So now we have that 10 over that 50, and that 50 is now over that 200. And as you know, every good-looking chart has that setup. On top of that, we're above that VPOC, that Virgin Point of Control, which is a great sign. And then let's bring this up on a couple of other metrics. As you know, I love looking at that weekly chart. Is the 9 SMA below the price? And absolutely, price is above that 9 SMA. Another good indicator that we're on a bullish trend. And then lastly is that 513 EMA chart. Look at this. Is the 5 above the 13? Absolutely. I really do like the setup on this. In fact, I am going to put an alert right up here. If we can get above this 890 area right here, I am going to be a buyer of ADT myself. Thank you so much, HK, for that stock pick right there. All right, with that, let's go into the three other stocks that I am recommending for tomorrow. First one's going to be FUBO. All right, guys, so FUBO, this one, after making that nice gap last week, had that really nice run, has pulled back, did barely cross and did close right below that 10 SMA right here, but it did hold that 50-day moving average. So for tomorrow, guys, our risk reward setup is going to be really, really good, really tight. See how this opens tomorrow. If we can take out that high of that first 30-minute candle, I'm going to be a buyer of the stock. I'm going to add to my position on this, and I will use today's low as my out right there at 29.50. Again, if you're not in it, I think the risk reward setup is really good. It closed at 30.74. 29.50 is that low. So you guys do the math. It's not much of a delta right there. So again, if you can swing that much of a loss, please be a buyer after that first 30-minute candle or right at the open. But remember to use this today's low as you're out. Okay, guys, that is FUBO. It's looking really good right here going into tomorrow. All right, second stock that looks really good going into tomorrow, one that we've talked about in the past, played in the past, is going to be WKHS. As you can see today, it did underperform the overall market, but that's okay. We did hold that midpoint Bollinger Band for 2 days, 2 trading days in a row. Really love the way it closed. I'm putting an alert on this one. If I can get above today's high tomorrow, I will be a buyer, and then I will use this midpoint Bollinger Band right over here as my out price. Okay, that is WKHS, looking really, really good going into tomorrow. All right, last stock that looks really good going into tomorrow is AERI. AERI, if you take a look at this one, we've been in this range bound price here. We're finally breaking out. We're not too far from the value area high where the 10 is above that 50. Again, that 50 is just crossing that 200-day moving average. So as you know, that 10 over the 50 and that 50 over the 200 is that nice bullish chart that we like to see in order to take a position. Let's take a look at some other metrics before I give you my final recommendation. Is that 5 EMA above that 13 EMA? Absolutely. That blue line is above that 13, looking really good. And then finally is the price above that 9 SMA on the weekly. And as you can see, guys, price is way above the 9 SMA on the weekly. So this one too looks really good going into tomorrow. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. Hopefully everyone had a great day. Remember, my name is Eric. If you have any questions like HK, please feel free to leave them down below, and I'll be sure to answer any questions you may have on technical analysis. All right, guys, hope you have a great weekend. Remember, if you're not a subscriber, please go ahead and subscribe. I really do think you're going to get a lot of valuable information from my setups over here. All right, have a great night. We will see you tomorrow after the close. And remember, trade smart and be safe.